artificial kidney is nothing but a hemodialysis. Okay, so hemodialysis. Artificial kidney or hemodialysis. Artificial kidney or hemodialysis. Okay, right. When both kidneys undergoes damage or renal failure, when both kidneys undergoes damage or renal failure, goes to hemodialysis or artificial kidney. Goes to hemodialysis or artificial kidney. Okay, right. The first one, hemodialysis. Hemodialysis. So just to diagram, these are channels. One. These are channels. One, two, three, four, five, six. These are channels. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. So these are channels. These channels are communicating with one another with the help of elongated tube, nothing but elongated channel. This is elongated tube or elongated channel. These are tubules. These are transverse tubules or transverse channels. One, two, three, four, five, six. More than okay, 10 కూడా ఉండొచ్చు. Okay, right. పేషెంట్ ఇక్కడ పేషెంట్ వచ్చేసి ఇక్కడ ఈ విధంగా ఉండడం జరుగుతుంది. This is the hand, body, body, body. Okay, so this is patient hand. Patient hand. Okay, right. These are channels or tubes or tube. Okay, so more than 10 tubes or channels are present. Okay, right. This is anticoagulant. Uh, when both kidneys undergoes damage or renal failure is occur, goes to hemodialysis or artificial kidney. Okay, so wait. Uh, a artificial channels or tubes containing mission is used. A artificial channels or tubes containing mission is used. This is called dialyzer. This is called dialyzer in this process. Dialyzer. Okay, dialyzer. Okay, in this process, a artificial channels or tubes containing mission is used. So, what is the name of this mission? Dialyzer. Okay. ఇప్పుడు బ్లడ్ ఈజ్ టేకెన్ అవుట్ ఫ్రమ్ మెయిన్ ఆర్టరీ. దిస్ ఈజ్ ఆర్టరీ. దిస్ ఈజ్ ఆర్టరీ ఉంటుంది. దిస్ ఆర్ ఆర్టరీ. ఓకే, సో ఇన్సైడ్ ద ఆర్టరీ is always flow oxygenated blood. The arteries always flow oxygenated blood. Okay, oxygenated blood. This is artery. This is the artery. Okay, right. Body arteries are present. Blood is taken out from main artery. Blood is taken out from main artery and added anticoagulant called heparin, and added anticoagulant uh, added anticoagulant to uh, blood. Okay, blood is taken out from main artery and mixed with the anticoagulant such as heparin. Okay, so next, and then blood is pumped into this blood is pumped into operator. Okay, so this operator is called dialyzer. Blood is pumped into operator. This operator is called dialyzer. Okay, right. Inside the operator, number of channels or tubes are present. Number of channels or tubes are present. Okay, so blood is flow through these channels or tubes. Okay, so inside the dialyzer, this is dialyzer. Inside the dialyzer, so blood is flow inside the channels or tubes. Okay, in this process, waste is removed from blood. When blood is flow inside the tubes or channels, waste, different type of waste materials are removed. Okay, so removed from blood. Okay, right. Next, that is available. Okay, so this purified blood. So these are impurities. These are impurities or nitrogenous waste product from the blood, or nitrogenous waste product from the blood. Okay, so these impurities or nitrogenous waste product from the blood is enters into uh, one bottle. One bottle. Okay, right. That one. Next, this is heparin. This is heparin. సో ముందే చెప్పాను కదా, సో బ్లడ్ ఈజ్ టేకెన్ అవుట్ ఫ్రమ్ మెయిన్ ఆర్టరీ అండ్ మిక్స్డ్ యాంటీకోయాగులెంట్ సచ్ as heparin. Okay, and blood is pumped into operator. This operator is called dialyzer. Inside the dialyzer or operator, number of channels or tubes are present. Okay, so okay, so when blood is flow inside the channels or tubes, different type of waste materials are removed from the body. Okay, removed from the blood, okay, so ఈ యొక్క డిఫరెంట్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ నైట్రోజనస్ వేస్ట్ ప్రొడక్ట్స్ అన్ని కూడా వచ్చి ఎక్కడ చేరుతాయి. ఓకే, సో ఒక ఎంటీ బాటిల్లో వచ్చి result. Okay, so this is apparent. So this is apparent. This is apparent. Okay, right. Okay. Next one, last method ikkada. So purified blood is available. So this purified blood. Okay, so this purified blood uh, insert through the veins into the body. Okay, into the body. So this purified blood is passes into body through veins. Through veins. Ikkada vein untadi. Veins ద్వారా ఎక్కిస్తారు. This is purified. This is purified blood. This is purified blood. So this purified blood is enters into main artery, main vein. Okay. So right, this is our the dialyzer. Okay, right. So this dialyzer is equal to functioning of kidney. Dialyzer is equal to uh, dialyzer or hemodialysis. Blood ను ఫిల్టర్ చేస్తుంది కాబట్టి the study of blood is called hematology కదా. The study of blood is called hematology. So dialyzer is also called hemodialyzer. Dialyzer is also called hemodialyzer. Okay. Hemodialyzer. Hemodialyzer or hemodialysis. Hemodialysis. Okay. Right. Next. So how many hours are required for the hemodialysis? 3 to 6 hours. 3 to 6 hours. 3 to 6 hours. Okay. So like 3 to 6 hours time take to one hemodialysis. Take to one hemodialysis. Okay. Next, cover the artificial kidney or hemodialysis. Okay. Next one, kidney transplantation. Kidney transplantation. Ah, so, first kidney transplantation is done by Charles Hufnagel. Hufnagel. Charles Hufnagel. Charles Hufnagel. Okay. So first kidney transplantation is done by Charles Hufnagel. Charles Hufnagel, a famous renal scientist. A famous renal scientist. Okay, in Washington. In Washington. Okay, native place is Washington. Okay, so in which year? So 1954. 1954. Okay, so first kidney transplantation is done by Charles Opengel in 1954. He is a famous renal doctor in Washington, USA. In Washington, USA. Okay, so but in India, first kidney transplantation is occurred by Christian Minority Medical College. Christian Minority Medical College in okay Velur, Tamil Nadu. So in Velur, Tamil Nadu. Yeah, okay. So in which year? So December 1st, 1971. Okay. In India, first kidney transplantation is occurred by Christian Medical College in Velur in Tamil Nadu. Okay. In which year? So December 1st, 1971. December 1st, 1971. Okay, so right, this is more in India. Okay, so in our India, first kidney transplantation is occurred by Christian Minority Medical College in Velur in Tamil Nadu in 1971. Okay, so next in the world, so first kidney transplantation is occurred by Charles Opengel in 1954. He is a famous kidney doctor in Washington. Okay, so this is most important bits ma. Right, this is transplant. ఎప్పుడు ట్రాన్స్ప్లాంట్ చేస్తారు? When both kidneys undergoes damage. when both kidneys undergoes damage. Okay, the best long-term solution when both kidneys undergoes damage, best long-term solution uh, for failuring of kidney. Best long-term solution for failuring of kidney. Okay, is renal or kidney transplant. Renal or kidney transplant. Okay. Best long-term solution for kidney damage, kidney transplant. Kidney transplant, kidney transplant, or renal transplant, or renal transplant, or renal transplant. Okay, right. Uh, in the transplantation process, okay, so tissue matching, blood group matching, okay, so is precursor. Okay. First point to tissue match, tissue matching and blood group match, blood group matching. So this టిష్యూ మ్యాచింగ్ బాగా చూసుకోవాలా, లేదా బ్లడ్ గ్రూప్ మ్యాచ్ అవుతుందో లేదో బాగా చూసుకోవాలన్నమాట. ఓకే, most important. So these are essential in the these two are essential in the transplantation of kidney. Okay, so first one, kidney is taken out from recipient and added. This kidney is add to the patient. Okay, this is called kidney transplantation. This is called kidney transplantation. Okay, right. ఈ కిడ్నీ ట్రాన్స్ప్లాంటేషన్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఏం జరుగుతారంటే కిడ్నీ ట్రాన్స్ప్లాంటేషన్ చేసినాం, రెసిపియంట్ నుంచి డోనార్ కు చేసినాం. కిడ్నీ ఈజ్ రిసీవ్డ్ ఫ్రమ్ రెసిపియంట్ అండ్ ఇన్సెట్ into the body of donor, insert into the body of donor. Okay, so this is called kidney transplantation. In this process, ఇమ్యూనిటీ పవర్, అవర్ ఇమ్యూన్ సిస్టమ్, ఆ రెసిపియంట్ ఇమ్యూన్ సిస్టమ్ ఉంది కదా. ఓకే, ఫస్ట్ డోనార్ ఇమ్యూన్ సిస్టమ్ ఉంది కదా, రెసిపియంట్ రిసీవ్ చేసుకున్నవాడు, రెసిపియంట్ ఇమ్యూన్ సిస్టమ్ ఆ కిడ్నీకి ఇమ్యూన్ ఇమ్యూన్ పవర్ లేదా ఇమ్యూన్ సిస్టమ్ ఇస్తుందో లేదో చూసుకోవాలి. ఓకే, సో ఇస్తుందో లేదో చూసుకోవాలి. దిస్ ఈస్ మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఓకే, సో టు మినిమైజ్ ద ఛాన్స్ ఆఫ్ రిజెక్షన్, to minimize the chance of rejection of transplanted kidney by immune system of recipient. Okay, so immune system of recipient, అదే చెప్పేది ఇప్పుడు చెప్పింది. ఓకే, సో రిసిపియంట్ ఇమ్యూన్ సిస్టమ్ ఆ కిడ్నీకి ఇమ్యూన్ పవర్ ఇస్తుందో, ఇమ్యూనిటీ ఇస్తుందో లేదో చూస్తున్నాను. ఓకే, సో ఒకవేళ ఇమ్యూనిటీ ఇవ్వలేదనుకో, అప్పుడు ఆ కిడ్నీ స్పాయిల్ అయిపోతుంది, ఆ కిడ్నీ స్పాయిల్ అయిపోతుంది. కాబట్టి ట్రాన్స్ప్లాంటేషన్ చేసినా కానీ వేస్టే. ఓకే, సో అందుకోసమే డాక్టర్ ఏం చేస్తారంటే ఇప్పుడు కొత్త టెక్నాలజీ వచ్చింది. ఓకే, ఆ రెసిపియంట్ బాడీలోకి కొన్ని డ్రగ్స్ ఇస్తారు. ఆ డ్రగ్స్ ఇవ్వడం వల్ల ఏం జరుగుతాయంటే ఆ రెసిపియంట్ వాని యొక్క ఇమ్యూన్ సిస్టము ఆ కిడ్నీకి ఖచ్చితంగా ఇమ్యూనిటీ ఇస్తుంది, ఇమ్యూనిటీ ఇస్తుంది. అందువల్లనే ఆ కిడ్నీ అనేది బాగా వెరీ వెల్ వర్క్, దట్ కిడ్నీ ఈజ్ వెరీ వెల్ వర్క్. ఓకే, సో వెరీ వెల్ వర్క్. ఓకే, రైట్, దిస్ ఈజ్ ఓవర్ ద కిడ్నీ ట్రాన్స్ప్లాంటేషన్. ఓకే, సో అలా చెప్పాను కదా, ఫస్ట్ కిడ్నీ ట్రాన్స్ప్లాంటేషన్ ఇన్ ద వరల్డ్ బై చార్లెస్ అపంజల్. ఓకే, ఇన్ 1954. Okay, so in 1954. Okay, next in our India first kidney transplantation is occurred by Christian Minority Medical College in Vellore in Tamil Nadu. Okay, in which year? December 1st, 1971. Okay, right. This is our the. So it is kidney transplantation is best method for long-term solution of kidney failure. Okay, this is the best method for long-term solution of kidney failure. Okay, right. This is one. Next one, other pathways of excretion. Other pathways. Other pathways of nothing but role of other organs in excretion. Then even role of other organs in excretion. Okay, so or role of other organs in excretion. Role of other organs in excretion. Okay, so right. In the human body, chief excretory organ is kidney. Chief excretory organ is kidney. Okay, right. Remaining some organs also play an important role in the excretion of nitrogenous waste product. In the excretion of nitrogenous waste product. Okay, so first one skin. First one. Next, second one lungs. Second one lung. Skin, lungs, liver. Okay, so liver. So these are other organs. Other organs in excretion. First one, skin. Okay, so in the skin, two types of glands are present: sweat glands and sebaceous. Okay, so first one, sweat gland. Okay, so sweat glands. Second one, sebaceous gland. Sebaceous. Okay, so these is sweat glands secretes sweating. Through the sweating, so different type of through the sweating, loss of water and minerals occur. Okay, so through the sweating, loss of water and minerals is occur. Okay, so sodium chloride through the sweating, sodium chloride. Okay, so urea, water expel outside through the sweating, sodium chloride, urea, water expel outside through sweating. Okay, so skin is play an important role in the excretion. Okay, next sebaceous glands. Sebaceous glands secretes sebum. Sebaceous glands secretes sebum. Okay. So this sebum useful to skin moist. So this sebum useful to skin moist. Skin moist. Okay. Right. This sebaceous glands secretes sebum. This sebum useful to skin moist. So through the sebum. Okay. So through the sebum, wax, sterol, hydrocarbons, fatty acids. Wax, sterol, wax, sterol, hydrocarbons, hydrocarbons, fatty acids. Excellent. So this is plan to secrete the sebum. Okay. Sebum is one type of oil fluid. one type of oil fluid. The sebum, wax, phenol, hydrocarbons, and fatty acids expelled outside. Okay, so sebaceous glands played important role in it. Okay, these sebaceous glands and the sweat glands both are present in skin. Okay, these sebaceous glands and the sweat glands both are present in skin. Both are present in skin. Okay, right. Next one, lungs. Lungs eliminates the carbon dioxide. Okay, lungs eliminates the carbon dioxide. Approximately 18 liters of carbon dioxide expelled outside per day. Okay, so lungs eliminates approximately 18 liters of carbon dioxide per day. 18 liters of carbon dioxide per day. Okay, okay. And water also expelled outside. Okay, so through the lung, from lungs in the form of water vapor. Okay, so అంటే ఈ విధంగా చెప్పాలంటే లంగ్స్ ఎలిమినేట్స్ అప్రాక్సిమేట్లీ 18 liters of carbon dioxide and water. Okay, so in the form of water vapor, in the form of water vapor. Okay, so these lungs eliminates 18 liters of carbon dioxide per day. So these lungs also eliminates water in the form of water vapor. Okay, right. Next one, liver. Okay, so liver. What is the location of liver? Okay, just below the diaphragm. Ikkada diaphragm untadi nana. This diaphragm. Idanతా diaphragm. Okay, diaphragm. What is the diaphragm? A transverse layer which divides the anterior thoracic cavity and posterior abdominal cavity. A transverse layer which divides the thoracic cavity and abdominal cavity. Okay, right. This is called a diaphragm. Just below the diaphragm in the right side of abdominal cavity, that is the location of liver. That is the location of liver. Okay, so just below the diaphragm in the right side of abdominal. So this is the location of liver. This is the location of liver. Just below the diaphragm in the right side of abdominal cavity. Liver is considered largest digestive gland in the human body. Liver is considered largest digestive gland in the human body. Okay, right. Liver secretes the bile juice. Okay, liver secretes bile juice. In the bile juice, lack of enzymes are absent in bile juice. Okay, in the bile juice, two types of components are present. Two types of components are present in the bile juice. Okay, what are they? So, bile salts and bile pigments. Bile salts and bile pigments. Bile salts useful for emulsification of fat. Bile salts useful for emulsification of fat. Okay, so bile salts. Bile also useful for emulsification of fat. Okay, emulsification. What is emulsification? Okay, what is emulsification? Macrolipid is converted into simple and absorbable. Macrolipid is converted into microlipid. Macrolipid molecules are converted into microlipid molecules. It's called emulsification. For the emulsification, bile salts are required. For the emulsification, bile salts are required. Okay, so bile salts two types: sodium glycocholate, tarocholate, potassium glycocholate, tarocholate. These are good example to bile salts. These are good example to bile salts. Okay, right. So, example to bile salts: sodium glycocholate, tarocholate, potassium glycocholate, tarocholate. Okay, so, sodium glycocholate, sodium glycocholate, and tarocholate, and tarocholate. Okay, tarocholate, sodium glycocholate, and tarocholate. Next, potassium glycocholate and tarocholate. Okay, potassium glycocholate and tarocholate. Okay, so these are good examples of bile salts. These bile salts useful for emulsification. Next, bile pigments. అలా చెప్తాను మీకు. ఓకే, సో ఫస్ట్ చాప్టర్ లోనే వచ్చింది. సో డైజెస్టివ్ సిస్టమ్ లో వచ్చింది అనమాట. ఓకే, సో బైల్ పిగ్మెంట్స్ టూ టైప్స్. ఓకే, బైల్ రుబిన్ అండ్ బైల్ వడిన్. బైల్ రుబిన్ ఈజ్ yellow colored bile pigment. Biliverdin is the greenish colored bile pigment. Okay, so how like formed the bile pigments? Nothing but bilirubin and biliverdin. Okay, etla form aitha chuddam nana. RBC lifespan. RBC lifespan 120 days in the human beings. Okay, in the human beings, RBC lifespan 120 days. After lifespan, all RBCs are destroyed in the Kupffer cells of liver. Destroyed in the Kupffer cells of liver. Kupffer cells of liver. In the destroying process of RBC, inside the RBC, hemoglobin is present. Okay, so inside the RBC, it is RBC, it is HB. Inside the RBC, hemoglobin is present. In the destroying process of RBC, hemoglobin is becomes into bile pigment. Bile pigment. Hemoglobin is becomes into bile pigment. Okay, so okay. These bile pigments expelled outside through excretory product. Expelled outside through excretory product. So these bile pigments actually expelled outside through excretory product. Okay, so in some cases, bile pigments are enters into blood circulation. That person is considered jaundice person. That person is considered when bile pigments are enters into blood circulation. That person is considered jaundice person. Okay, what is the main symptom in jaundice? Okay, so white parts are appear yellow or greenish color. Okay, white parts. White parts is nothing but eye. Okay, and nails. Eye and nails. White parts are appear yellow or greenish color. Next, lack of appetite. Nothing but loss of hungry. Appetite means hungry. Hungry ante aakali. Okay, so lack of appetite. Lack of appetite or lack of hungry. Okay, these are main symptoms in jaundice. Okay, so ఆ విధంగా how like formed the bile pigments in the destroying process of RBC, hemoglobin is becomes into bile pigments. Okay, so hemoglobin is becomes into bile pigments. Okay, ఇంకా కొంచెం డెప్త్ గా వెళ్తే కనుక which part of hemoglobin is converted into bile pigment? Okay, so which part of hemoglobin? So this is the hemoglobin. Hemoglobin. So heme plus globin. Globin is proteinous substance. Heme is non-proteinous substance. Heme is non-proteinous substance. Globin is proteinous substance. Proteinous substance. How like formed the heme? How like formed the heme? Four molecules of ferrous is react with porphyrin. 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 Four molecules of ferrous is react with porphyrin to form heme. To form heme. Okay, so to form heme. This heme is combined with the globin molecule to form hemoglobin. Okay, so మరి ఆన్సర్ ఏంది ఇక్కడ మనం అడిగింది which part of hemoglobin is becomes into bile pigments? Heme. Okay, heme is becomes into bile pigments. Okay, so when four molecules of ferrous is react with porphyrin to form heme. This heme, which part of hemoglobin? ఇదంతా hemoglobin. ఇదంతా hemoglobin. Which part of hemoglobin is converted into bile pigments? Which part of hemoglobin is converted into bile pigments? Heme part of hemoglobin. Heme part of hemoglobin is converted into bile pigments. Okay, so this is most important bit. ఒకవేళ హీమ్ లేదనుకో porphyrin రాయాలి. ఏదో ఒకటే ఉంటది ఆప్షన్. ఇది కానీ ఇది కానీ. ఓకే, సో heme or porphyrin part of hemoglobin is becomes into bile pigments. Okay, so actually ముందు చెప్పాను కదా, so these bile pigments expel outside through excretory product. So liver play an important role in the excretion of bile pigments through excretory product. Okay, so liver play an important role in the excretion of bile pigments through excretory product. Okay, right. This is over the other role of other excretory organs such as skin, lungs, next liver. Okay, so liver. This is liver. Okay, next intestine. Last intestine. Okay, so intestine. Intestine is considered intestine two types: small intestine, large intestine. The length of small intestine 3 meters. The length of large intestine approximately 1.5 meter. Approximately 1.5 meter. Okay, right. So, this large intestine expelled the fecal matter. Okay, so large intestine expelled the fecal matter outside. So large intestine play an important role in the excretion of fecus into outside. Okay, right. So this is over the role of other excretory organs. Other so how many other excretory organs? First one skin, second one lungs, third one liver, fourth one intestine. This is fourth one. This is fourth one. Okay, so this is over the so other pathways of excretion or role of other excretory organs. Okay, so next one excretion in other organs. Excretion in other organs. Come to excretion. Excretion in other organs. Okay, first one phylum. Phylum. Okay, so first one phylum. Excretory organ. ఇప్పుడు చూస్తాం అంటే ఏంది ఇక్కడ how many phylums are present? First one protozoa, porifera, nidaria, platyhelminthes, nemathelminthes, annelida, arthropoda, mollusca, echinodermata, hemichordata, chordata. So these are phyla. These are phyla. Okay. In different type of phyla, different type of excretory organs are in different type of phyla, different type of excretory organs are present. Come to this topic. Okay. So in protozoa, porifera, nidaria, platyhelminthes, nemathelminthes, okay, annelida, arthropoda, mollusca, echinodermata, hemichordata, okay, hemichordata, chordata, okay. So these are phyla. Okay. So protozoa. In protozoa organisms, special excretory organs are absent. In protozoa, special excretory organs are absent. Excretion is occurred by body surface by simple diffusion. Okay, so excretion occur by body surface by simple diffusion. By simple diffusion. Okay, so this is most important bit. Okay. Simple. Simple. Diffuse. Okay. Next, Infrarinfera. Okay. So, water bath. Water baths. ఇక్కడ వాటర్ బాత్స్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఆల్ దేర్ సెల్ఫ్ అన్నారు. వాటర్ బాత్స్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఆల్ దేర్ సెల్ఫ్. దానికి పర్ఫెక్ట్ గా నేమ్ ఇవ్వాలి ఇక్కడ. ఎయిర్ అంటే ఇక్కడ పోయనోసైట్. పోయనోసైట్. కావాలంటే బ్రాకెట్ లో కూడా రాసుకోవచ్చు. ఓకే. సో వాటర్ బాత్స్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఆల్ దేర్. వాటర్ బాత్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఆల్ దేర్ సెల్ఫ్. ఓకే. నెక్స్ట్, ఇన్ నిడేరియా. ఇన్ నిడేరియా excretory organs are in nidaria. Excretory organs same. Okay. So, same water baths. Okay. Same water baths almost all there. Okay. So, ఇది correct. Water baths almost all there. Okay. So, in porifera and nidaria excretory organs water baths almost all their cells. Water baths almost all their cells. Okay. Right. Next, nematoda. Flat element. First flat element. Flame cells or flame bulb. Okay. Flame cells or protonephridia. Flame cells or protonephridia. These are excretory organs in platyhelminth. In nematoda, excretory organs, renity cells or renity glands. Okay. Renity cells or renity gland. Renity gland. In Annelida, nephridia. So, in Annelida, nephridia. In Annelida, excretory organs are nephridia. In Annelida, excretory organs are nephridia. Next, in arthropoda. In arthropoda, excretory organs. Okay. Excretory organs. Malpighian tubules. Malpighian tubules. In terrestrial arthropoda organisms, Malpighian tubules. ఎవరిలో ఇవి? In terrestrial arthropods. What is terrestrial arthropods? The arthropod organisms which lives on the land is called terrestrial arthropods. Terrestrial arthropods which lives on the land called terrestrial arthropods. In Malpighian tubules present in terrestrial arthropods. Terrestrial arthropods. Okay. Next, green glands in aquatic arthropods. Green glands in aquatic arthropods. Okay. In arthropoda, excretory organs are Malpighian tubules and green glands. Malpighian tubules which are present in terrestrial arthropod organisms, green glands which are present in aquatic arthropod organisms. What is aquatic arthropod organisms? The arthropod organisms which lives in the water is called aquatic arthropod organisms. Okay. Aquatic arthropod organisms. Okay. Right. ఇది క్లారిటీ రాసుకోండి. మీ బుక్ లో ఇవ్వడం లేదు. సో మీ బుక్ లో లేదు, గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. బిట్లు ఇచ్చాడు బాగా, అర్థమైందే? పబ్లిక్ లో నీట్గా రాసుకున్నానా? Malphizian tubules which are present in terrestrial arthropods. Green glands which are present in aquatic arthropods. Example to aquatic arthropods, prawn, roya అంటారు కదా. So okay. Next mollusca. In mollusca, excretory organs, okay, metanephridia. Metanephridia. Okay. In mollusca, excretory organs are metanephridia. Okay, so metanephridia. What is metanephridia? Metanephric kidney అని కూడా అంటారు దీన్ని, తప్పేం లేదు. సో metanephridia or metanephric kidney. Metanephric kidney. Okay. What is metanephridia or metanephric kidney? What is metanephridia or metanephric kidney? Kidney which is derived from posterior part of nephrostome. Kidney which is derived from posterior part of nephrostome is called metanephridia or metanephric kidney. Metanephridia or metanephric kidney. Raskunnana. Kidney which is derived from posterior part of nephrostome. Raskunnana place is posterior part of nephrostome. Kidney which is derived from posterior part of nephrostome. Kidney which is derived from posterior part of nephrostome. Posterior part of nephrostome. Such type of kidney is called metanephridia or metanephric kidney. Okay, so right. In the metanephric kidney, okay, so different type of parts are very well developed. Like మీకు తెలుసు Bowman's capsule, glomerulus, proximal convoluted tubule, okay, Henle loop, distal convoluted tubule, అవన్నీ కూడా బాగా very well developed. Okay, right. Next, in echinodermata, excretory organs are water vascular system. Water vascular system. Okay. So, in hemichordata, excretory organs are proboscis glands. Okay, so proboscis gland ఈ బుక్ లో లేదు, ఇది రాసుకుందామా. సో ఇన్ హెమికార్డేటా excretory organs are proboscis proboscis gland. Okay. In mollusca, metanephridia acts as a excretory organ. In echinodermata, excretory organs are water vascular system. In hemichordata, excretory organs are proboscis gland. Okay, so cinema active proboscis ను గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, proboscis gland. Okay, right. Next, in chordata, nothing but మీకు తెలుసు fishes. What are chordata? Due to the presence of vertebral column, around the spinal cord, called chordata. Okay, so example to chordata: fishes, amphibians, reptiles, aves, mammals. Fishes, amphibians, reptiles, aves, mammals. Okay, so fishes, amphibians is nothing but frogs, reptiles. Example to reptiles. Okay, so snake, tortoise, crocodile, varanus అంటే ఉడుము. Okay, kelotis అంటే తొండ. Okay, so these are example to reptiles. Aves is nothing but birds, mammals. Okay, so mammals, what are mammals? The organisms which gives milk to their progeny, called mammals. Okay, right. In chordata, so kidney. Okay, so in chordata, kidney. Okay, so these are different type of excretory organs which are present in different type of organisms. Okay, guarantee bittamma public వస్తుంది, బాగా చదవన్ననా. Okay, so right, this is power. ఇంతటితో టోటల్ గా జువాలజీ పార్ట్ అంతా అయిపోయిందమ్మా. ఓకే. సో ఇన్ మల్టీ సెల్యులార్ యూనిసెల్యులార్ అండ్ మల్టీ సెల్యులార్ ఆర్గానిజమ్స్, ఇన్ యూనిసెల్యులార్ అండ్ మల్టీ సెల్యులార్ ఆర్గానిజమ్స్, ఓకే. సో ఎలిమినేట్స్ ద నైట్రోజనస్ వేస్ట్ ప్రోడక్ట్, eliminates the nitrogenous waste product through body surface by simple diffusion. This is most important bit, Nana. So in unicellular and multicellular organisms, eliminates the nitrogenous waste product through body surface by simple diffusion. Simple diffusion. Okay. So okay. So this one unicellular organism. These are multicellular organisms. These are multicellular organisms. Okay. So ఇది మల్టీసెల్ యూనిసెల్యులర్ మల్టీసెల్యులర్. కానీ ఇది ఇక్కడ నుంచి టిష్యూస్ ఫామ్ అయినాయి. టిష్యూస్ ఆర్ ఫస్ట్ టైం ఫార్మ్డ్ ఇన్ మిడేరియా. ఓకే. సో ఇది కాదు. ఓకే. సో ఇన్ యూనిసెల్యులర్ అండ్ మల్టీసెల్యులర్ ఆర్గానిజమ్స్. ఓకే. సో ఇన్ యూనిసెల్యులర్ organisms eliminates the nitrogenous waste product through body surface by simple diffusion. Simple diffusion. Okay. So in multicellular organisms, in multicellular organisms also. Okay. So in tissues and organs containing organisms, in tissues and organs containing organisms, in tissues form. Okay. So different type of excretory organs are present. Different type of excretory organs are present. Okay. Right. So this is most important bit. ఓకే. ఇక్కడ నుంచి బిట్ వస్తుందమ్మా, చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా చదవండి. సో నేమ్ ఆఫ్ ది ఫైలం అండ్ ఎక్స్క్రెటరీ ఆర్గాన్స్. ఓకే. రైట్. సో గ్యారంటీ పబ్లిక్ లో బిట్ వచ్చింది, గ్యారంటీగా బాగా చదవండి అమ్మా. సో ఇది కొంచెం బాగా చూసుకోండి, మీ బుక్ లో ఇవ్వడం లేదు ఇక్కడ. ఊరికి మీ బుక్ లో మాల్పిజన్ ట్యూబుల్స్ అండ్ గ్రీన్ గ్లాండ్స్ ఇచ్చాడు. మాల్పిజన్ ట్యూబుల్స్ ఆర్ excretory organ which are present in terrestrial arthropods. Green glands are another type of excretory organ which are present in aquatic arthropods. Aquatic arthropods. Best example to terrestrial arthropod, cockroach. Cockroach. Best example to aquatic arthropod, prawn. Why antaru kada? This is most important bit, nana. This is over my zoology topic. Okay. In 10th class biology syllabus. ఓకే. సో మా జువాలజీ పార్ట్ అంతా కూడా ఇంతటితో క్లోజ్ అయిపోయిందమ్మా. సో రైట్. ఓకే సార్, ఐఎమ్ లివింగ్.